How do you feel about this idea of balance?
I think it's an ongoing thing that you got to constantly monitor the things that are important in your life, and that sometimes you naturally get out of balance is just going through life. But the thing is it's kind of like the airplane pilot that's consistently making course corrections to land at the correct area. When I was 38 years old, which was a while ago, everybody that looked at me on the outside would have said, "Oh my gosh, he's the picture perfect of physical health." But I had a few things, in my relationship, and I had to really correct and balance that out and spend some time. But it took that realization of all the categories that are important to me.
I like what you said about balance. The metaphor was a plane. So it seems like staying out of balance for too long might become an issue.
What I do is I've got a journal that I journal every morning, and I start each day putting things that I'm grateful for in these different categories and kind of what makes importance, and make sure that my actions are going toward advancing those areas and not at the expense of the other areas. It's very easy. I can see how people can get out of balance, and I don't think there's any shame in being out of balance. I just think there's shame in staying out of balance and continue going down the wrong path. I remember reading my kids when they were really little, the Bernstein Bear book about the little bear, and he got a bad grade, and then he started making bad decisions. And the grandpa bear told him, went and showed him a wagon that he got stuck in a pond, and said, this was me continuing to just try to go the path, not correcting it. And that's why my wagon's stuck in the pond. Sometimes you got to realize when you're stuck and then back up and make course corrections.
What do you feel is the purpose of the human experience, Darren?
I believe it's an educational experience and a consistent chance to improve yourself and to learn. And one of my big parts of that is, in that process of learning, is helping as many people, other people as possible in the process, enriching their lives.
Yeah. Do you wonder why we feel so strongly about not just helping ourselves, but helping others? It's such a huge part of having purpose and meaning in this life.
Yeah, I've got my own kind of spiritual beliefs why, and my parents ingrained into me that, you are not ever going to be a self-made person. And you also owe it to others to help them be better. I remember when my oldest kid was going to sports, my dad came to me and says, "A lot of people invested time into you to become the good athlete you were. It's time that you pay it back. You need to be coaching these kids." And I went on and volunteered coached the high school, junior high level, the junior level for probably 20 plus years, on top of running multiple companies. People have said, "You're crazy." The thing is that, people invested in me, just that inner feeling that I felt like I have to give back. It's such a great feeling. At least I've experienced such a great feeling of helping, multiple kids get into college, multiple kids excel at sports that never thought they would.
Thank you so much for being you. And my last question is, what 3 things you wish everyone to experience before they lose the body, before they die?
That inner joy that you are achieving what you want to achieve and that you're doing good things. 2, that you look back at what you've done, and you can actually smile and say, I did do a lot of good. It wasn't all perfect, but I did do a lot of good. And 3, that you smile and said, God, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was
I had
a lot of fun.
A lot of experiences.
Yeah.